What do you think about women in service and women in leadership and women in corporate?
So
start with service.
Yes. This is where it tends to get a little controversial for me. When I was in Fort Sill, Oklahoma, which is where I did my basic training, we were one of the first units to be a co-ed training unit. And in my experience and what I saw is that when you have multiple standards, the lower standard is the one that's enforced and upheld.
Explain multiple standards.
Well, so take the physical fitness training requirements for the military. Well, the standard for women is lower. They can run slower, do less push-ups, do less sit-ups. The standard, naturally, that makes sense. Men are generally stronger. So there's two standards. So if there's no man left behind and I will never leave a fallen comrade, well, whose standard do we go off of? Well, we can't leave the women behind, so that's an inferior standard. So people will hear me say that and think, oh, well, that's sexist. You think less of women. No, it's the facts. You take the average man and you take the average woman, the average man is bigger, stronger, faster, etc. That's the way it is, whether you like it or not. So what I saw is a reduced standard because of that. Now, are there women who are capable of hanging with the men? Absolutely. And if we're gonna go by that standard, then it should be a uniform standard. And the Army is working to unify, and the military in general, to unify the standard. But what happens when you try to unify or merge the standards? Does the lower standard come up, or does this one come down? Well, this one comes down. The higher standard comes down.
Okay, so physically that's true, but do women bring other assets to the table?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Such as?
They do. I think women can be decisive. Well, let me say it this way. Masculinity is not all men, and femininity is not all woman, right? There are varying degrees of that, right? So we all at times can exhibit what we would traditionally believe is masculine qualities and characteristics: strength, decisiveness, fortitude, resiliency, rational, thinking, an ability to take higher levels of risk. That's not exclusive to men. It's just what we would consider a masculine characteristic. So women are fully capable of exhibiting that. And that's why the women that you see in the military who succeed and thrive in the military are generally more masculine.
Same in, say, mixed martial arts?
Or in the corporate world.
Okay.
Of course they're gonna be. They have to be.
Right.
They have to be highly competitive. They have to be decisive. They have to be willing to take risks. They have to be firm, strong, mentally, physically, emotionally. So women like that are gonna be more masculine. And so I have no problem. I think that's great. But I have a problem when the standard changes in order to facilitate not just women, but anybody. It's not an organization's responsibility to accommodate other individuals. If an individual, whether it's a woman or whoever it may be, wants to engage in an organization or environment, it's their responsibility to assimilate to that organization. You want to be here? Great. Here's the standard. Can you meet it? Yes or no. You can meet it? Great. Welcome. No, you're not welcome. That's what I think it should be.